Hi, welcome again to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. This video has been requested many times by the buyers I meet. They want to know what is the process, what are some tips that they should do or look out for, and what should they be doing and what would be the time frame beforehand, before looking for a house. So this is part one, and it would be what to do before buying a house. Okay, so you thought about it, you want to make the move now and want to buy your first home. So first, let me give you a disclaimer. So it takes a little while for the process to complete and for you to get keys. So if you're looking to move into a new home a year from now, you should start the process maybe like 6 months, 6 months before you actually want to move in. So, okay, what to do before you call a realtor. Or you can do it after you call me. I'll walk you through it and don't worry about it. If you're looking into purchasing a home in the future, still give me a call and I'll walk you through the time frames. First thing, of course, is to start saving. Start saving right away. It's never too early to start saving. You're going to be needing money for a down payment. You're going to be needing money for closing costs. And you are going to be needing money for insurance and fees. Okay, so that's something that it's never too early. The second is, of course, know your time frame. Like I said, if you're thinking of buying 6 months or a year from now, start now. Start now, call a realtor, let them know it's a little bit of a long process. Know your credit score. The easiest thing to do is download an app like Credit Karma and follow your credit score. If you have a low score, work on it. You have time, do it now. Don't be in a rush last minute when you're looking to buy a home that you're, trying to improve your credit score. Of course, there's companies out there that we can link you to fix your credit score if that's something that you need to do right away. I was speaking to a loan officer the other day and they said having no credit is the same thing as having bad credit. Of course, it's easier to fix that because there's secured credit cards now. There's secure credit cards that you can deposit $500 and that is the limit that they give you, but that helps you build credit fast. Of course, it takes several months, but it's faster than having to fix, bankruptcies or things like that. So this is something that not a lot of people do for some reason. I mean, I've always imagined what my dream home would be, but a lot of people, when I ask them that, okay, so what are you looking for? They're like, I don't know what's out there. There is a lot out there. So you have to have an idea of what you want. Are you looking for a single family? Are you looking for a multifamily? Are you looking for a condo instead so that you don't have to worry about maintenance? Are you looking for a rental home or something like an income producing home? Or are you looking for just your forever home and it's okay for you to pay the full mortgage on your own? These are things that that you have to think about when it comes to asking for a loan. The loan officer is going to ask you that. Also, what is your must-have list? What is very important to you that you cannot live without? Do you need a driveway? Do you need a backyard? Do you need big closets? Of course, you're gonna make a wants and needs list. The needs, the absolute, you need a driveway because you have a car and there's nowhere to park. That's a must-have. A big closet, I mean, maybe you can, trade that for a driveway. There are some things that you need to be flexible for or about, but there are some things that, that you need to be specific. Are you looking for a new construction? Or are you okay with a fixer-upper or something where you can make remodels and do it to your taste? There are some people that that prefer something like that because they put a couple of thousand in and then they have their preferred finishes instead of everything done to the liking of the previous owner. And a little tip before the list of tips is look at properties online and go to open houses. Look at properties online, spend all your free time looking at properties online. That will give you a better idea of what's out there and what you can and what you want, because then you'll see, okay, wow, I like this kitchen. You know what? I think I want it with this layout. Or, oh, look at the driveway. Yeah, I can fit 2 cars in that. You know what? That's on my must-haves list. That's going to help you narrow down and see and be specific that when it's time to do it, you're like, okay, I have this, I want that, I want that. That will make us realtors, our job way easier than just telling us, show me what you have, because we have access to the MLS, which is throughout New York. So there's a lot of properties that I know you don't want to be driving around looking at every single property when I show you a condo and you're actually looking for a multifamily. And the last thing, of course, there's other things that you can do, but the last main thing that I tell people to do when they're looking for a home is to take a home buyer education course. They will go into depth and give you resources for everything that you need to know. You will have access to lenders. You will have access to all the information, to guidelines, to everything that you haven't even thought about. Property taxes, insurance, all of the minor things that you're like, okay, I never even thought about that. I just thought that it was, I give a down payment and that's it. Down payment is not the only thing that you need to save up. Again, just make sure that, that you're ready when you call a realtor, that you have these things at least thought out of, so that it makes the job easier for us as realtors, and it makes you have that peace of mind and not be overwhelmed once I throw everything at you and you're like, oh my God, like what? I wasn't even like aware of this. Please plan ahead so we can make this the smoother ride as possible. That's the end for part 1. I'm glad that that I was able to give you these tips beforehand so that you can be ready once we meet, and so that we can make this as enjoyable as possible. So see you in part 2. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Bye-bye.